Anyway, I bet you guys wish you heard what we were talking about, don't you? Well, you shouldn't, because I don't know what we were talking
It's
about.
never anything good.
No, it never is. Anyway, welcome back. What's up, dude?
Nothing, buddy.
Little nostalgia going on. We were just talking some nostalgia upstairs, weren't we?
Yeah, I think we just decided what we were going to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
5 minutes ago.
Well, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
And look at me. I'm way behind the power curve right now on this stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm fixing it. I was just telling you, man, my day was extremely busy. Started off with I had to go help my mom get her dog from the vet
Mm-hmm.
because she had some oral surgery done, but they put her out, and that's a big ass dog. It's over 100-pound German Shepherd.
Mhm.
So there's no way my mom was going to pick that dog up, put it in the damn car. So I went there, did that, got that dog, and the dog's a pain in the ass. I'm here to tell you, because my dad, when he got sick, he didn't socialize her like he usually does his dog. So she became an overprotective bitch, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Connie and the kids can't even get in the damn house. I have to put
That's
her in the
right.
basement. Anyway, so
Yeah,
I had to
remember
go
hearing
get her.
about that dog, right?
Yeah, she's a bitch, but she loves me for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny. We got there and brought the dog out from behind wherever they're doing their thing, and I didn't take her to drop her off. So I've never seen a dog look that surprised on their face. It was crazy, man. It was like almost like a human emotion. She saw me and she like got excited. She wasn't expecting to see me, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
she came up to me first, and then she realized, oh, there's my owner. Let me go over to my owner. But yeah. So in between all that, I was doing that. I was putting the tent back up to sweep it out, clean it out from last weekend's trip, and then of course podcast right before this one, and I feel like I haven't stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I'll stop my whining.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll keep it fun then, like we always do. We just
shizzle.
Yeah, we don't take it too seriously. So it's just you and I talking.
Yeah. So speaking of nostalgia, Connie went out and hey Brian, what's up, buddy? Connie went out and I don't know why she did this, but she went out and she bought the Nintendo Switch
Mhm.
for the kids.
Right. And she's up there playing it.
Guess who's been playing that damn thing
Yeah,
almost
as soon as I walk in, she's on it.
But man, you talk about bringing back some memories.
Yeah.
Hey, thumbs up.
Ah, dude, I was going to tape my thumbs tonight. That was going to be my joke. Wouldn't have been funny, but I was going to come in with tape on my thumbs.
Would have been funny to you.
Yeah.
I'd just asked you what the hell's wrong with you. But man, some of them I just played right before you came over. I played Donkey Kong.
Oh, that's on that too?
Yeah.
Is it like, did you have to buy all the games or was it preloaded in?
There's so many that are basically you have free access to. And then there's some nice. That you have to buy. And so, right. So Liam, I don't know which one he wants, but he came down here earlier. What, Daddy, what can I do to earn some money to buy this game?
Yeah.
So he can start by picking up the dog shit.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Right.
And we'll go from there. So he's motivated, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's always coming around asking me because he wants to buy his own computer and build that.
Mm-hmm.
Always, hey, what can I do for money? And I want to tell him, there's a glory hole down the fucking street, but he's a little bit young for that, I think. But yeah, I haven't played Donkey Kong in probably 40 years, man.
No shit.
And
wow.
I suck just as bad now as I did then.
Yeah, dude. I've played it a lot. I actually have it. I told you earlier upstairs. I have my NES from the 80s. Right. I still have it, and I actually had up until I moved. Well, a while back, I had the cartridge of Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. I think we were on the same cartridge. So I've always kind of had it in my life. Even before that, I'd always go down to the Ozarks down there and play. There was a bar on the lake that had Donkey Kong arcade game, and I'd go in there. Yeah. That's why my mom was a little bit younger. I'd take
the
her
big arcade game.
Yeah, the big one to stand up, and I'd play the fuck out of that game, dude. I just love that game. And then we got the NES Classic, the little tiny one, and it's got that on there. So I've always pretty much had it in there. Like I like it. Pac-Man too.
Oh yeah. There's something to be said for all those old games. The graphics aren't that great, but
it's the play, man. It's the play style.
It's just the memories it brings back, from childhood. But Liam's already scheming and conniving because we're going to go to Pensacola for spring break.
Oh, nice.
And he's like, yeah, we can bring this, and it's okay, Dad, because some of these games have 4 players and we can all play in the hotel. I'm like, calm down.
Yeah, we're going on vacation.
I'm not a video game guy to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. It's fun to see him so excited, but at the same time, it's like, slow your roll a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be sitting in a hotel room playing video games. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? But to be good for him on the car ride. There's nothing I can't wait for more than him and his sister to argue about whose turn it is to play.
You just have to buy 2. You got to buy another one.
You watch your mouth.
Hey, speaking of games, we were talking about Dig Dug and Pac-Man, and Connie's playing. Was it Dig Dug?
I love Dig Dug.
I loved that. That's what I was going to say. There was a game. My parents would always go bowl on, I think it was Monday nights or Wednesday nights, whatever, and they drag me along, and all they had was arcades. Of course, this was middle 80s, right? Early 80s, mid 80s, and the bowling alley had Dig Dug. It was one of the games. It had a bunch of games, but one of them was Dig Dug, and that was one that I played all the time. I'd sit there the entire time they'd bowl and play Dig Dug. I was never great at it, and I just actually got done on Xbox or PlayStation. I think it's both, any format. There is a thing called Antstream something, but you can buy it, purchase it for a lifetime or like a year, and it has all the old classic arcade games. Of course, not
some people's lifetime is going to only be a year.
Right, there you go. Is it something like the Alien Antstream, something like that? But anyhow, it's real neat. So I was just playing Dig Dug a couple weeks ago, and I'm still not that great at it. But that was a great game for me, dude. I loved it.
There was another one. It was Moon Rover,
Moon Patrol.
Moon Patrol.
Moon Patrol. Yeah. I get confused when it comes to the space. Those old, because they were all so much alike. You're generally fighting with the spaceship, or you're defending missiles or bugs or aliens or something like that.
But this one was, it was similar to that. But you just roll. You're just driving, and you have to jump over the craters, and
that's right. You can shoot up, right? Like on top. Yeah.
Right. It was cool, man.
I think that's on there. I think you can play that on the Antstream.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What about the old ones too? Centipede. I used to love Centipede.
Centipede's on there.
Get blisters on my hand from
Zaxxon. Was it Zaxxon?
Yeah, Zaxxon and Galaga.
Galaga's fucking great, dude. Space Invaders. So those are all on there too. They have like Burger Time. Remember Burger Time?
I never really played that. No. I remember it, but I don't remember much about it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's root beer tapper. It's kind of like that. Root beer tapper. You got to fill the root beer up and keep sliding it, and the more you go, the faster it comes out.
Assembly line.
Yeah, it's like an assembly. Well, the bars though, it's like long bars, and then if they fall, they break. And a great one, dude, is and I never played it till a couple years ago. My kids got it, and it was like on one of those handheld ones you'd plug into the TV. And it was called one of the games on there. It's old, but it's called Mappy. It's like a cat and little burglars. You're like a police officer cat. It's like the dumbest ideas, but it's fun.
What
it's
a pussy.
One of those little ones, dude, where you keep running in levels or platforms, and you get to the next level, and it gets harder, and they get faster.
You know what? As simple as those games are, I proved to myself tonight that I still suck at them, and that there's a very legitimate reason why I don't play them.
There was another one, dude. I actually just looked it up when I started playing those games a while back, a few weeks ago. I was just sitting in a room like, I'm going to pull this up and see what it's like, see what's new. And I got to thinking about this game. I played all the time at that same bowling alley, and it was kind of like Donkey Kong, but it's called Congo Bongo. Maybe you remember it, maybe you don't. It's a little more, I think.
I don't remember it.
But it was you were a camper or a safari guy, and you came out, and I forget how it starts, but it's basically a gorilla too, and you chase him like by multi-levels. But dude, I haven't played it mid 80s, early 80s, and I've always wanted to, but you can't find it. It's like one of those games.
Like hey, look how popular Donkey Kong is.
It was.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, go figure. You know what? I played a lot on we had an Atari 2600, so I played Pitfall a lot. Oh yeah, I love that
Played
game.
the shit out of it.
I loved it.
It has an ending, right? I never knew the fucking ending, but I think it has an ending.
I couldn't get past very many levels. So
remember the crocodiles?
Yes.
Just try to get across their heads.
Yeah,
it's so
swing
finicky.
over the Oh, man, I'd love to get one of them games again.
You can still get them.
Yeah, you can, but I mean,
you don't play them. Here's my experience with them. A couple years ago, same thing. My wife bought the kids a little joystick, Atari joystick. You could just plug into the TV. And I played it for like 5 seconds for the novelty, and I was like, "Man, this is shit."
Yeah, and I know that's exactly what would happen. So I'm, if one landed in my lap, sure, but I'm not going to go out and buy one.
Yeah, I tell my kids that all the time when they bitch about something or they start to complain, like, "Oh, this isn't the internet's slow," and I go, "Hey, you should have seen the video games I played with."
Right? Or how about I'm bored?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're bored?
You guys got like their games are incredible, dude.
Oh yeah,
fucking incredible. Like you're in a movie. The games we had, we were just killing time with.
Right.
They were kind of neat, but even then, it's like, oh, they kind of suck too. What's the point? Right. I always remember Stampede. Remember Stampede?
Yeah.
Just remember that. What the fuck am I doing?
There was what was the other one, man? It was so ridiculous. It was pointless. I can't. Damn. It'll come to me later. But I remember. I think it was had to have been my 12th birthday because we had just moved here. I may have told you this or not before, but I had, I think it was called Red Baron, the video game. And for my birthday, I got that game and I got the little, like gunner attachment that you get for the joystick.
Was that on Atari or?
Yeah, it was 2600. And I remember, my friends and I, we stayed down in the basement of our old house, all night playing that stupid game, man. And it was, you look back at it now and it would do nothing for you. It's just you fly around, you shoot some people down, and that's basically, there was another one that I got too. I think it was a package deal called Barnstorming.
Mm-hmm.
So you could fly that plane through barns and shit like that. But it was like compared to today.
No, yeah. You're in a movie today.
Yeah.
You're actually you're a major player in a movie, and they have better stories than movies.
Right.
But
what is this comment there? Oh, what's up, Stitch? I can't read that far. I need to go get my eyes checked.
Games are too realistic these days. Young minds get what is it? These centralized by the gore or desensitized by the gore.
That's true.
That could be, man.
My biggest thing is that it takes all of their time and their attention. They don't want to do anything else. They get so addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
I am fortunate though with Liam. He loves baseball, so
mm-hmm.
we're outside all the time playing catch or whatever, doing drills, and then he comes in and gets on that damn thing for the rest of the night. But at least he breaks it up.
Dude, it's all the way like my neighbor's son-in-law, and he's got a kid. He's like, has a 2-3-year-old. He's gonna be mid-20s, late 20s. That's what they do, man. Yeah. They're computers. They sit there. I guess they'll sit there. It's this thing. Games. They watch that shit on TV, which to me is fucking. I get it. Yeah. I mean, it's different. It's their generation, but that's insanity that you're watching other people play video games
on YouTube with all the Kick, Twitch, all the streaming sites. I don't get that either, but I'm not knocking.
I don't either. I just don't understand it because it wasn't how we grew up.
Right.
It wasn't really that big of a thing. It was something we did to pass a little time.
Say it was raining out or you couldn't get outside, it's too cold or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, shit's crazy now though. They'll watch anything, dude. Like to us, it would have been like watching someone play Monopoly or something. Right? Like we would have never watched somebody play fucking Monopoly. Why would you watch somebody play Overwatch or something like that? I had buddies that were doing that, like watching people play Overwatch. Like it's not a feat to me. Like these people are,
I mean, if you're that into the game and you're watching to try to learn and do better, okay, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't personally see the entertainment value out of just watching somebody play. It's not my bag, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it's not. But
so talk to me about tax stamps because I'm seriously considering.
Yeah, let's do it. I think we talked about it last week at the end, right?
What up, Vinnie? Yeah, we talked about it
Is that our
real.
Vinny?
Yeah,
Hey, Vinny.
talked about it real briefly, but yeah, man, I'm leaning towards that.
Yeah,
Seriously,
for sure, dude. You got to do it. So, it's like I said, they have the kiosk. You go down there.
But you were gonna give me um, that info for that one site. You said they'll walk you through everything.
Oh, yeah, the video. Yeah, I think it's if you put it on a trust. I actually pulled up my trust the other day,
Mhm.
and I got to print it off. So if we go down there, I can just have everything put on into that trust. Dude, it's pretty fucking simple now. I guess talked to a buddy of mine, and they don't even bother putting theirs into the trust.
Excuse you.
They just buy them, but they've just because it's so easy now. They've got like 3 in the last few months,
Hmm.
but if they're not cheap.
Right, but you were saying the one, whichever one you did,
Mm-hmm.
you pay that one time fee,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it, as opposed to paying a tax stamp every single time.
Yeah, so I think you can get the trust for I can't remember what that video said, but it's like 150.
Good Lord, that's cheap.
Yeah, I spent 250 for mine, but once you do that, you can put all of those. You can put machine guns. You can buy those. You can buy sawed off. That's all that's class 3.
Right.
So it has to be put into an NFA trust or filed under class 3 with the tax stamp. So you can get short barreled rifles if that's your thing, but that's kind of a fucking joke because you can just go with like these days they're making the pistols. They are pistols,
Right.
and all it is the fucking stock.
Right.
You're just better off getting that than
Which
you're
is
paying
crazy because you
tax
still
stamp.
have the compartment that contains the buffer spring
Mm-hmm.
sticking all the way out. So how do you still classify that as a pistol? I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, and then you can always add a stock to it later.
Right. Yeah, and it's pretty common. The whole thing behind the pistol is I find that interesting that because I know people that carry those like in their backpack.
Right. Why does every podcast, what's he say, list? Oh shit, that's a good question.
List what?
Renee, I need to fix that. Good call. Because to answer your question, Vinny, is because I was way off my game today. So I didn't. I fucked up basically. There's your answer, sports fans.
Who's that? Who's Renee?
He's one of the guys I do a podcast for.
All right.
But yeah, plain and simple answers, and I'll explain more to you later when we talk about Restream. But I just plain fucking forgot tonight. Too much going on today for me. Let's see if that'll fix it now. Maybe yes, maybe no. All right. There you have it. Hopefully it's fixed now. Vinny, what have you been up to, man? Shit, you know what? We should have him call in.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. It's my number for the show if you want to call in, Vinny. I'll put the number up anyway. I know you have it, but there we go. Call the show. Be the first caller. That's right.
So you want to do that then? I say we do it.
I do, man.
Yeah.
It's something I've been wanting to do for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I just life gets in the way. You know how it is.
Right. Yeah, it's so easy now too. Yeah, and it's fun to have I think more and more it's kind of stupid they're even outlawed. But so the one I was looking at, it's called a Sid Mod X9, and that's the one that can be broken down by the inch. So you can take it all the way down to 2 inches. I don't know how good it would be, but it's neat that
8 inches.
Yeah, yeah, you can go all the way. I think it's from 12, maybe 12 to 2, but that's pretty small. Right.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So here's my thing with the pistols, and here's my thing with the suppressor. If you end up shooting someone, say you have that on,
yeah,
most likely in like our case, or a lot of them, you might have an optics, you might have a light, a laser, which on the gun I just gave my wife, that little Sig Pete had a light and a laser.
Mm-hmm.
I worry sometimes if you have to shoot someone, because your battle is going to begin with that lawyer, right?
Yeah.
So the minute you shoot someone, you already got a tough time.
You're fucked.
You're already fucked. You're going to jail. But I always worry, okay, what if I have that gun, right? Like, okay, I got optics. Why do you have optics? You got hollow points. You're going to say shit like that. You got to fight. Why do you have a light? Why do you have a laser? I think you're stepping in a whole other world if you have a fucking AR pistol in a bag and you get out of your car and you start shooting someone's name. It's just like a 10 millimeter, right? They say 10 millimeter is a great weapon, but it's probably, if you shoot someone with a 10 millimeter, there's a good chance. Why did you need to? Because you're going to fuck them up, right? For sure.
I'm not shooting anybody to wound them.
I agree, but I think you're going to have a battle in the courtroom. Why would a 9 do, sir?
You're going to, but
why did you have to have a 10? You were trying to make sure the job got done. You were doing more than eliminating the threat, weren't you, sir? I always worry about that. I'm not saying it would happen, but it could.
The phrase you always need to keep going back to is, "I was in fear for my life."
Mm-hmm. I just always worry that, and that's why I think it, like, you get those AR pistols, and it's like,
that,
it's really so you can carry it around.
Yeah, and I never would. To me, it's a novelty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the suppressor. I don't need one.
Yeah,
but I sure as hell want
it's fucking
one.
That is fun though, dude. And we can. Here's the thing with the suppressor: we can go out, we can shoot, go on the land, fire some shots. We don't need these. We don't need ears. It's quiet.
Yeah.
And if you get like a 22 suppressed, you can't hear it at all. It's literally like
it's like an airsoft gun.
Yeah.
Really, the only thing you're hearing is the action.
Yeah, when I was shooting that out in that desert, we would shoot the 22s a lot. You'd hit the metal targets, and the only thing you could hear was the actually veering off.
Are you there, Vinster?
Hey, howdy, boys.
What up, man?
What's happening?
Nothing. I see you guys are killing it. I saw I was listening to number 2, so I figured I would drop a few comments, call in. First time caller, long time listener.
It's good to hear you again, man. How you been?
Yeah, just doing my thing.
Doing your
thing. Same old stuff.
How's the G&G show? Oh, by the way, before you answer that, thanks, Linda, for catching that. My mistake.
Yeah, she's good at pointing out faults.
Well, she's a woman, so she's got that going for her.
Well, and plus I give her plenty of practice.
Well, I'm sure you do. So, anyway, how's the G&G shows? Are you still cooking? See what I did there?
Oh boy. Well, I think little has changed.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you because I'm deaf.
Said little.
I think little has changed.
Oh. Well, I guess that's a good thing.
Yes. Yeah. The G&G show. We'll discuss that after tomorrow.
Oh, fair enough.
That could go either way.
Oh, okay.
But the Just the G's podcast is going strong.
The which one?
Just the G's.
The G. Oh, wow. Guess I'm out of touch, man. I didn't know about that. Just the 2 G's.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. We pretending we didn't text the other night.
We did, but you know what was involved with that texting. It was let's just say I'm having a little memory issues.
Yeah, I've been having similar memory issues for a while now.
Yeah, I just I know what we talked about. I don't. It's not my business, is what I'm saying. I'm just asking general questions.
I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun podcasting. I'll do 1 a week, 2 a week. I don't care.
I hear you.
Just the G&G show. I'll do anything. I just want to have a good time.
How's the glory hole business?
How's the what? I'm sorry?
The glory hole business.
So what I've done, I'm a big follower and proponent of the McDonald's Corporation. I decided to start franchising. Oh. So that way I don't have to worry about payroll and stuff like that. So I started a franchise, and it's doing pretty well, actually.
Coming to a truck stop near you.
Yeah, we actually have covered most of the truck stops on Route 84 and 81 in Pennsylvania. We're hoping to break into Delaware soon.
Now, are you guys more of a pilot or a Flying J type of organization? Which do you prefer, or does it matter?
So, Andy, I'm sorry. I know you're kind of a white trash Midwesterner. Over here in Pennsylvania, we prefer to do sheets.
Oh, sheets! Holy sheet!
That's like a Pennsylvania 5-star restaurant out here.
I've noticed that.
You can liken it to your local Wawa.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've been trying to. By law, we have to stay at least 50 feet away from the backside of any sheets store. But that we bring in quite a bit of business in there.
So you guys are, I mean, sheets. Most of the ones I've seen, they're not real big as compared to like a regular truck stop. Are you guys thinking of branching out or what?
I would like to branch out, yes, because any kind of glory hole business you can have where there's showers available. You're definitely going to punch the business up there.
Oh yeah, I mean you're aiming big now. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what though? I've actually made so much money with the glory hole business. I'm actually getting into sex trafficking now.
Well, you gotta supply the glory hole. I get it.
Well, yeah. So I mean, I just wanted to maybe if you can hook me up with Connie to have a little discussion about the whole country.
Well, good distribution.
I can do you one better. Just go down to the southern border. You can get all the free labor you want down there.
They're lined up at $7,000 a day.
Oh, come on now. Biden's got that border thing under control. What are you talking about?
and you get a wide variety. You got people coming in from
everywhere.
China, all over the place, man.
It's a smorgasbord.
There's your diversity in what is it?
DEI.
DEI.
Right along the border.
There you go. Man, you're covered. You can't get canceled now.
Now, Biden should be your sales rep for that.
Right.
I'm not one to complain. With $100 bill and slow pass through Home Depot now, I can get work for fucking days.
Home Depot.
So what kind of insurance do you have for your employees? Do they get like initial set of knee pads right from jump, or how does that work?
Front teeth gone for one. You take that
free dental.
Yeah. Well, again, this is what I'm saying. When I transferred over into the franchise business, so now I don't have to worry about such things.
So it's not like I guess I consider you more like corporate then, right?
Yeah, I'm just a corporate entity. I'm CEO. We have board meetings. We have regular board meetings, just like any other corporation.
Now, when you say
most corporations, don't have to drill large holes in porta potties.
I was gonna say, when you say board meetings, is that like cardboard where you cut the hole out of, or
more or less?
You use a hole saw or an auger? How do you get that in?
Oh. Yeah, no, you pretty much nailed it.
Have you gone the midget route yet?
Ooh.
And how difficult is that to measure the correct size of hole?
Well, to be honest with you, we have decided to do a whole new franchise to exactly what. I'm sorry, I'm not a Neanderthal like you, Andy. I'll refer to them properly as little people.
Well, I got to stop you right there, because as a midget myself, we actually feel the term little person is more derogatory.
I thought it was height challenged.
I'm just going with midget.
Well, I just want to say, and Andy, if you didn't see this coming, then I'm very disappointed. I just want to advertise that any midget interested in franchising with me, it's half off.
That was going to be my next question. Well, at least you don't have to pay as much for insurance, right?
Oh, no. No. And plus, their lifespan is kind of shortened too. So
I see what you did there. You know what's cool is you could on the side there, while they're lining up for these glory holes, you could have midget bowling or midget tossing on the side, make some extra cash.
Yeah.
Andy, this is something you promised me for years, that we were going to do some sort of midget event, and I've yet to see it come to fruition.
Well, I'm still here. I'll put on a little suit. You can toss me wherever you want. I don't give a shit. Maybe we get some Velcro on the wall.
Find a Velcro wall.
Yeah, exactly. We could find a hill and put me inside a tire and roll me down it. That could be entertaining.
So, Andy, you're doing some producerifying, huh?
Yeah. I'm branching out a little bit, as they say.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, it's
now. So this dude Renee, does he pay extra to be listed on your every podcast?
Not yet, but he will. That's going in the next bill.
You're gonna have to backbill him a little bit.
Well, I'm backdoor him all right. Wait, what?
Because Linda's like, wait a minute. That guy that was on the podcast with you, his name's not Renee, right? I was like, no. She's like, why is Renee listed on every podcast?
Who is? So is that the guy from the last podcast?
Yeah, okay. Last night's podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
So his show's on every Tuesday night, and I'll do a shameless plug. Why not? It's what's your passion podcast with Renee Manfrey, and yeah.
Well, just between you and I, and I know that's good because nobody listens to this podcast. This has been going on for a week or two. I just forgot to tell you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Linda kept telling me. She kept reminding me, but I kept forgetting.
That's wonderful. I wonder why you've been forgetting it.
Yeah, well, I blame you.
Oh, well, don't blame me. We both have to blame the same person.
Use your thumb.
Oh yeah.
And not that that's it's not a bad thing, mind you.
No, it's not. And I'm actually thinking of graduating and moving on to the fun guy.
Oh, that guy is fun. I've heard friends talk about it.
Yeah, so a friend of mine whose name rhymes with Gio Vaccarino, he's been really he's been quite a proponent of the fun guy for a while, and in all seriousness, the difference I see in him is night and day. It's fucking crazy.
Is he microdosing?
Okay, so
he's macrodosing. Okay.
we're talking about Gio. So Gio's so every other normal human being in the world, like when they get into like, let's say, weed edible, you start small and you gradually increase until you hit your comfort zone. Is that fair to say?
That's a fair assessment.
Okay. Jafredo likes to start huge, like crazy fucking big. And if it doesn't work out, then he backs off.
How's Gio doing, man? Is he doing okay?
He's doing really, really well.
He was always really quiet until he wasn't. And then when he would speak, it was funny as shit because he just let it fly.
Well, so I can say he definitely started microdosing. But then it became like, well, if a microdose is good,
oh sure,
pretty much how I live my life. If one slice of pizza is good, 8 is really fucking good.
Amen.
So yeah, he does everything from microdosing to eating them like they're fucking portobellos.
Putting them on the pizza, in the lasagna. Speaking of
the microdosing was it reminded me of my childhood. It was he used to sprinkle it in a little applesauce, which is how, generations of people fed their kids medicine.
Correct.
So, yeah. So yeah, no. He's definitely living his best life, if I may.
Good for him,
use
man.
a disgusting term.
Speaking of pizza, I made some New York style pizza, the best I could last night from scratch. We're talking the sass, the dough. I didn't have the New York water, but still came out amazing.
Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome.
Had that. I don't know, about 5-6 years ago, one of Connie's friends gave us one of the Cuisinart pizza ovens for Christmas.
Okay.
Never messed with the damn thing. I broke it out and I was like, damn, this is all right here. Amazing. Connie doesn't like pizza, and she said that pizza was.
How do you not like pizza? The fuck? Dude?
She's Filipino, man. There's no rice on the pizza.
So they'll eat crickets and rats.
Dog.
Right. Okay.
Maybe if I put that on the bed. Where's Alma? Okay, she's safe. Never mind. For those that don't know, my wife is Filipino. She cost me 2 pigs and a chicken, which is why Vinny was trying to get a hookup. But I'm telling you, man, that's too much overhead.
Well, I wasn't aware of the such a racist podcast I was going into.
It's not racist. It's factual. I've been there. I've eaten dog. No shit.
Really?
In the Philippines. Didn't know what it was at the time.
Was it good?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Until I found out what it was, and then it was traumatizing.
Fucking gross.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, there's too much overhead trying to get them over here and everything. When you've got, like Ryan said, 7,000 fools a day that you go down there and put in the back of.
That's true.
Yeah, the bubble wrap in the freaking boxing will kill you alone.
The diapers, it's a mess. You got to feed them too on the way over. I mean, that's how I got. Never mind. Just saying, the border is wide open.
So Andy, I've eaten dog as well.
Oh boy.
Oh
yeah. That shit bothers me every fucking night.
Well, was it still alive or?
Oh yeah, I was. You were supposed to well, that seems hard.
Where did you start at the ass, or where did you start?
Where else would you?
Did it taste like shit?
Well, no.
Nothing a little peanut butter couldn't take care of. It's all right.
Tasted like lamb and salmon.
Excuse me while I throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Oh yeah. If you're enjoying this kind of banter, feel free to tune into the Just G's podcast.
Just
Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
What day and what time?
That would be Tuesdays and 7 p.m. Eastern.
I can probably catch some of that because I've got 2 podcasts on Tuesdays. I got one at 7 my time and then another one at 8:30. But I could probably catch that at least a little bit.
So, how many podcasts do you produce now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now.
That's awesome.
And I've got a couple more people that are interested, so we just have to hash out the details. But it's fun, man. It's easy. I could sit here and I'll be honest, there's some of the shows I have no clue what they're even talking about. And don't really want to know.
Yeah.
But I just let them, I run it for them, let them do their thing and call it a night.
Well, that's why I texted you the other night, because I saw the podcast you were producing, and in my head I said, well, Andy's got no fucking interest in this. I'm just going to text him.
Well, you know what? You're not wrong, sir. It was.
But that's okay. That doesn't mean it's a bad podcast. It just means
Oh yeah,
it has its follow.
For sure, man. It's and I don't have to know everything about every podcast. I'm the guy that flips the switch, turns on the lights, and cleans up after you're done. But
yeah, so I've been looking into your suggestion for producing software.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
Yes, I think I'm willing to pay money if it's easier, and I think what you presented to me is a little bit more easier and logical than OBS.
OBS sucks, man. I hate OBS. It's not very user friendly, and
well, that's the thing. I can't say it sucks. It's powerful for free platform software, but yeah, the studio thing is so fucking kludgy and it's not user friendly. But you can do a lot with it. But if you're willing to pay like $150 a year, your life can be much easier.
Definitely. This is they've made this platform as smooth as they can make it.
Yeah.
Is that Restream?
Yeah, where even an idiot like me can run it, no problem. But I gotta admit, man, that OBS, I just did not have any success with that. I even went out and I bought a Windows computer solely for the podcast, and I still didn't have any success with OBS. So I said, screw it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for right now, I'm not doing much with it. I've got my iPad plugged into my mixer, so I can do some like soundboard shit. And yeah, I'm just broadcasting to Facebook with it with some text overlays. So yeah, I want to be able to easily inject pictures and video into the podcast without being a fucking clusterfuck. And have some decent overlays and banners. That's it.
Well, this is definitely a platform for you then. And if you want, man, tomorrow or Friday we can just jump on and we can go through it all.
Yeah, so Vinny is our other buddy, partner in crime. Is he not doing that anymore, producing or?
So who are we referring to? I'm sorry.
What was the podcast we did a couple years ago with them? I don't want to mention any names. I don't know if it's who I'm talking about.
The other producer.
The other producer. Is he not doing that anymore?
So the other, so I think we're talking about Cizo.
Okay, so we'll mention names.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So Cizo, Jafredo, and I, as of right at this moment, we do the G&G show.
Oh, okay.
Cizo also produces a local podcast in Wisconsin. I don't remember the name of the show, but it's
that's funny.
Okay, Andy, Andy, do me a favor. Put that switch where nobody can hear what I'm saying except us.
Okay, I hit it.
Okay, yeah. So the host of that podcast wears mom jeans and Harley Davidson gear and doesn't even own a bicycle. So
okay,
I consider him to be probably, if he was any more of a douche, vinegar would pour out of his head.
Wow.
But Cizo produces that show, and it's a very popular local show, and they do a lot of location shows where they are in different bars and stuff like that. So hopefully it's quite successful.
That's pretty
and
cool.
Then,
though.
Yeah. No, that's if they can do paid gigs in local bars and shit like that, why not?
Exactly.
The co-host of the original podcast, I don't know the circumstances behind it. He unfortunately passed away.
Oh no.
So I don't know if Mom Jean's Mitch has a like a constant partner, or if they're just kind of bouncing around.
Oh, that's unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's the one race that none of us are going to win, unfortunately.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But I had a good run. Fuck it. I'm, when it's my time, I'm ready.
Oh yeah, I'm like one McRib and a small fry away from the fucking coronary. That ends it all.
Another one?
What's that? Yeah. Hey, listen, 8 times the charm.
What, you and Roy having a competition or what?
Yeah, really. Nobody's gonna beat Roy.
Roy's the original Timex timepiece. That motherfucker takes a licking and keeps on kicking, man.
Oh my God! You could set your watch by his heart attack.
Poor bastard. Have you talked to him in a while, or how's he doing?
I talk to Roy all the time. Roy's doing well. Yeah. I saw him the other day. He had some petition for Republican local candidates. But yeah, I talk to Roy often, and he's doing well.
Good. You have to tell him I said hey.
Yeah, I see his daughter a lot because she works when she's not in school. She works at the local supermarket, and yeah, the family's doing good. Roy's the fucking character, boy.
That's for sure.
I've been begging that motherfucker to come on the podcast for like 2 years.
Still nothing, huh?
Well, you know what? So we might as well put all the cards on the table. So the last time I asked him to come on the podcast, Rail liked the comments. So I think that was almost like Roy's dispensation. So there's a good chance Roy might come on the podcast now.
Oh, cool. I just spoke to Rail the other day, as a matter of fact.
Oh my God, what a coincidence.
Go on.
Oh no, it's just I happen to talk to him as well.
Oh really? That's wow.
Yeah.
Whoa, wow. What? Wait a minute.
Funny how that happened.
Is that the earthquake I felt? Is that what that was? Was it, did hell freeze over? You two are talking and getting along?
Okay.
You two are talking?
Obviously. Okay, so Rail is actually messaging me at the moment because he's listening and in the Facebook chat on this podcast.
I don't see him popping up for some reason. That's weird. What's up, Rail?
That's okay. Oh, I'm quite certain he has something interesting to say.
Oh boy. So
it's Rail.
So you guys aren't getting along.
No, we absolutely are. That's why I'm so free to say that.
Oh, okay.
So I'll tell you the truth. Obviously we had a falling out, and I think I had a very good time making fun of him on my podcast. I'll admit that.
No,
but I know it's hard to believe, but I ran into him at a bar, at a bar event. And so it ties all the characters together. So there's this local bar. I'm not really a bar guy.
Right.
But neither.
You still there? Oh, we lost him. Well, call back because I am definitely interested in hearing that story.
So who are we talking about?
Rail.
Who's Rail?
So Rail was part of the original podcast on with Steezo.
Okay, not Chopsticks.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Good. Okay.
So
you got to fill me in. You got to keep me.
Rail, I guess he's in the room. I can't.
Good, because I want to hear about the Chopsticks.
I can't. I'm not seeing him on there. But anyway, what's up, Rail? I didn't know you were in the room. I've been having some technical difficulties today because I'm lazy and stupid. So that's probably why I can't see anything. Can't see in the room. But Yeah, I'm would love to hear the rest of that story. But let's get back to the cans. And I think Stitch had a there we go. There we go. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi, first time listener, long time caller.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Oh, it's like a freaking reunion here, isn't it?
I've been commenting away on your Andy Barker is currently live page. I see you. And whatever. You don't want to read my shit. That's okay. Fine. I'll just use my fucking chopsticks to type the comments. I don't fucking care.
Well, there's two things in that. Number one, I can't read. Number one.
That's a valid point.
And
I figured out how to type pictures.
Well, I'm sure you didn't write it in crayon either. So there's 2 strikes on me. And
it's true.
And then number 3, it's not populating in our Restream chat for some reason. I don't know why.
It's weird. I don't know. Let me refreshify it.
If I refresh it, I'm screwed. It'll.
No, I refreshed it.
Oh.
I refreshed it.
So. I don't know if it's you. Well, I know for certain I had a technical issue with Restream last week, and I had to contact their help while I was on air with another podcast. So I don't know if it's something on their end, or more than likely it's something I did, but it could be the other way.
Are you seeing your Facebook live stream, or are you looking at your comments through Restream?
Through Restream.
Oh, that's why, because I'm on your Facebook page commenting.
Well, it should automatically come through. I don't understand why it's not. But anyway, here I am. I'll answer your questions now since I couldn't read them. Highly suggest purple crayon next time.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It comes off the screen easier.
There's that. So yeah, I ran into Vinnie Al Dente Rigatoni at it was a charity event. I think it was a bike run, and we had chatted here and there, just casual messages back and forth, usually stupid memes or making fun of local psychos on Facebook and stuff like that. So we've kind of been in touch for a little while, and then we ran into each other at that event, and I just walked up to him and gave him a big fucking hug, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry," and I just laid out my shit on my end of it, and he laid his shit out on his end of it,
Well, bro, that makes me really happy to hear, dude, because when we were all together, it was a fun time, and I felt like the fucking kid in a parents getting divorced. You know what I mean?
It's funny because I'm the kind of guy where I'm like, okay, I'll just walk away and everybody can have everybody. You know what I mean? That's just because I'd rather not get involved with it. I sat back and I watched all the comments and everything like that, and I went, okay, that was fun. And then I moved on with my life, and everybody's doing their thing.
Yeah, well, good for you, man. I'm happy. I really am happy that you guys have made up and what do they call that?
Yeah.
Buried a hatchet?
Mended fences.
Mended fences, yeah,
absolutely. Well, Vinnie and I have.
Well, I didn't hear you, that last part.
I said, well, Vinnie and I have.
Yeah. Well, some fences can't be mended, I guess.
Is that the guy we talked about earlier? Zizo? Okay.
What was that, Rail?
Some fences don't need to be mended.
Well,
better just let them fucking burn.
That's true too, I guess. Unfortunate either way, but that's freaking life, man.
Yeah,
it happens.
When you almost die, it kind of changes your perspective on a lot of things. So
now you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah, I hear you. I know.
It really does, man. It puts a whole new outlook on life because, well, hell, you've been given a second chance.
Yeah, 100%. Every day's a bonus day.
Amen, brother. Well, lately every day's been a boner day, if you know what I'm saying. So tell us about your you got a business you started, right?
Yeah, I do firearms training now.
Tell us about that. Plug it. Here's your free plug-in to 4 listeners.
Oh, all right. Well, it's called Perfect Practice Tactical. It's firearms training. I do everything from concealed carry to home defense. I do all levels from I've never held a gun before to actually advanced tactical team movement with live fire. I do vehicle fighting. I do first aid classes. I do protecting your congregation, security type stuff. Pretty much anything that has to do with firearms and safety and education and awareness and defense. I'm involved in it somehow. So it's a lot of fun.
Lots of rounds downrange.
Yep.
That's the best way.
It is. It's, it's fun getting the rounds downrange, but realistically, like the one thing that I stress to my students all the time is the range is actually not where you practice. The range is your report card for all of the dry fire practicing that you do when you're away from the range.
That's a good point. Yeah.
When it comes to getting the rounds downrange, really the only skill you're building there is recoil management and getting back on target quick enough. Every other skill is stuff that you can build without even putting the round in your barrel.
Right. Yeah, all that muscle memory. It looks like Vinnie Rigatoni is trying to call back in. So I guess he'll just have.
Oh, let's go.
You don't have to go. We can talk to you. He can wait.
No, that's all right. No big deal.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for calling, man.
Hey, thanks for the plug.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yeah,
Peace.
Okay.
Vinnie Rigatoni.
So what happened was so I apologize. My phone battery died at some point in my diatribe.
And you,
So
so you were telling Rail. Actually, Rail was just on the line with us, and he kind of gave us a little bit of the rundown how you guys ran into each other in a bar or whatever, and you had gay man sex together and made up.
Oh, okay. So he told you the real story.
Yeah, it's all about the 69.
Right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that. Yeah, so I have the story that I'm legally bound to tell. But yeah, Real can tell the real story.
Well,
so we're big boys.
I'll say
people. Yeah. Sometimes you have a disagreement or a falling out, and then life kind of fucking smacks you in the face. I mean, I didn't have a fucking stroke like Rail did, but I mean, who says God doesn't answer prayers?
God damn.
No, but yeah, it's just like it's not worth holding grudges over silliness.
No, you're right, and I told him, man, I'm so happy and proud of you guys, dude, because we had a pretty good thing going there for a while, and I told him I felt a lot like the kid, going through his parents' divorce. I'm confused and.
So is that what happened? He had a stroke, and then because I vaguely remember, but there was a falling out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the falling out happened. Well, the falling out did happen before the stroke, correct, Vinny?
Well, I mean, medically speaking, yes.
Oh yeah, it's all coming back to me now. I remember. Anyway, that's what do they call that? That's all water under the bridge.
That's a nice thing, Andy. You should make a T-shirt out of that.
But there was a shitload of smack talk. Right?
Oh God, there was a ton.
Smack talk.
And that's why I was saying, man, I felt like I was caught in the damn middle.
Well, kudos to you fucking guys. You can make up after that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So I just had this conversation with my co-host on Just G's Tuesday night, 7:00 Eastern. That I think we may have reached a point with Rail where we might be able to laugh over the smack talk, but now that I'm thinking about it, we probably should give it a few more months.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Because there was a lot of smack talk.
Oh, there was a shit ton.
It was almost like a bad divorce, right?
Exactly.
Like that's how you hear people talk when you hear.
Oh,
because I didn't even know Rail.
Man. Right.
The Rail sounds fine to me, but from what I got from Rail was this was a guy from another planet. I mean, it was bad, right?
Yeah, it was really, like I said, I was uncomfortable, man.
Well, I tell you what, looking back on what I got in the divorce, I got fucked. Either way.
Well, it sounds like there's
Either way,
another
got it.
divorce
Real
going on
fucked.
now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm still carrying one drop foot and a fucking Italian with PSTD.
Or PTSD. Or whatever.
Or PTSD.
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard Ryan. He sounds like there might be another divorce coming.
There's another divorce coming?
Divorce.
But you guys separating?
No.
No, we're always
No,
good.
never mind.
we yeah.
Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
I know exactly what you're saying.
You don't have to comment on that.
Right.
Let's see. What's fine? I got like 20 hours to deal with that problem.
Oh boy. Well, we'll get you back on the show next week and we'll find out exactly what happened. Talk about a cliffhanger.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm sure there's 3, maybe 4 people just hanging on
edge. They are.
Man,
They'll be like, tune in next week. So you might build up our crowd this
those
way.
are 3 and 4
the gossip channel. We'll just change the name. The gossip channel.
There we go. Those are 3 and 4
cunt,
very
because it sounds like a bunch
important.
of cunts, really, to me. But
right. Wow, cunt. That's such a good word.
That's what it is. You get
Speaking
a
of
bunch
cunts,
of guys fighting over stupid shit. They're cunts. I'm just putting it out
I
there.
agree. I totally agree. And speaking of cunts, I've been franchising the Vinnie Rigatoni name.
Bunch of cunts.
So,
I can't believe we still call you that, man. That's so funny to me. So,
that was all you.
Right. Do you know how Vinny got his name?
I think you guys told me, but
so obviously he just looks like a Vinny to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, you know what? From now on, your name's Vinny.
Well, it sounds like a Vinny.
He does.
Right?
Yeah. Forget about it.
He sounds like a mafia leader or some shit, right?
No. There's no such thing as a mafia.
No.
We don't talk about that.
It's just this thing about it.
Yeah, it's a thing about it. Yeah. Forget about it. What Omerta, is that what it is?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Vinny's a friend of ours.
So Andy dubbed me Vinny, and I think I may have added the Rigatoni last name.
You sure did.
Yeah, that's Vincent Lorenzo Rigatoni III.
He's a saucy bastard, let me tell you.
Yeah, and that's also just I'm just saying that's also my Venmo handle. In case you want to help, I got 2 rims on the IROC. I need 2 more.
The IROC.
That's hilarious, man. Yeah, I don't see. I'm looking at the screen right now. We see Vinny. We see Brian Spencer. High Tech doesn't count
please,
because
please tell me you don't see Vinny.
No, it's some douchebag named Michael Verone, but I don't know why Rail's not showing up on there, man. It's so weird. Whatever. It sucks though, because I don't know how many other people might be. Who am I kidding? Never mind. That was a dumb thing to say. I know there's nobody else watching. But anyway, God, man.
Well, there were nights if Jeff and I signed out, there would be one watcher, maybe.
Oh, damn. I guess I better.
We feel your pain.
Oh, I forgot to log in.
Ah, damn it.
Damn it.
Oh, well.
Well, you know what? We got to ask Vinny about our Halloween one. Because remember, who said at the dock? We had a guest.
Right.
And somebody said, you sound like Matthew McConaughey with Down syndrome. And we talked about it later, and we could have swore to God it was you, Vinny. Just sounded like something you'd say. Was it you?
And what was the quote again? I'm sorry.
We had a caller, and he was like there he was a guest for the whole show,
right? And
somebody replied to him. What was it, from Facebook too? Right?
No, it was YouTube.
Somebody
from YouTube.
Somebody replied, "You sound like the caller sounds like Matthew McConaughey with Down syndrome," and he does. We talked about it. None of us could figure out who it was, and I was like, "Man, that just doesn't that sound like?"
It sounds totally like something Vinny would say.
Yeah. No?
Yeah, I think it might have been me, actually. You know what? I couldn't swear to it. But that definitely does sound like something I would say.
It was hilarious.
You know, he was, because I talked to him afterwards and he was really like, no, I think we know him. And then they started looking into it and they couldn't figure out who it was. They thought it was one of their buddies. They go, no, I think it's legit. Someone actually said that about me.
You done gave him a complex.
But he does. He sounds like, man, I told my other buddy who knows him and he started laughing his ass off.
All right, all right,
He
all
totally
right.
does.
I love high school girls.
I try to do that as much as I can locally now, to give people complexes and stuff, because for every referral, my therapist gives me $20 off.
Hey,
you know,
man.
they so would too. Therapists totally would do that.
Hey, man, times are tough out there. You got to take the discounts where you can get them.
Oh my God, I'm ready to put coupons on the
Glory
corner.
holes. Glory
Fucking
holes.
hey, man. Although, I don't know, man. I don't.
If you feel bad about yourself, call.
Or visit
1-866-THE-HOLE.
the hole.
Yeah. Or check out Just a Cheese podcast Tuesday. 7
So you know what we're going to talk about, and we got Vinny here, so he can weigh in since he's a liberal.
Yeah.
You said weigh in.
Hey, you guys elected Fetterman. Don't talk to me about that. Fetterman's what is he? Your senator? What is Fetterman up there? Representative?
Waste of space.
Actually, he's doing a good job now.
Oh, Fetterman?
Yeah, Fetterman. Fetterman's actually not. He's kind of funny now. He's actually
Funny how?
well, he's standing up on the roof and freaking flipping people
Funny
off and
like
shit,
a
right?
clown?
I'm funny like a clown.
Funny
I'm here
like
to amuse
there you
you.
go.
Here to amuse you. How
So-
the fuck am I funny?
let's talk about Super Tuesday. Did you guys follow that at all?
Very little.
Okay. Very little. But I'll tell you, Pennsylvania is suffering from the same disease that New York suffers from. You have a very large state, and you have a bunch of cities in the southern tip of those states. And all those cities are crime-ridden and liberal. But the population density carries the state. So now Pennsylvania has become this fucking blue state. Meanwhile, I'm living in the 2/3 of the northern part of Pennsylvania that is nowhere near blue. So us folks up here don't know what the fuck is going on. We feel like we're,
Underrepresented.
Like massively underrepresented, yeah.
Now listen, I know you're going to vote for me because the great state of Pennsylvania loves Trump.
Yeah, and everything north of Philly and Pittsburgh and Harrisburg, that's true.
It is true.
Yeah, I mean, it's very right wing. I mean, we have little pockets of left wing, but we keep them in check.
Well, I think we're starting to see a lot of the woke people starting to finally go back to sleep. I'm hoping.
No, they'll never
there
go back to
seems
sleep.
be like this. Well, but there seems to be this groundswell of people that are just like everybody hits their tipping point at a different place.
Sure.
And it just seems like everybody's hitting their tipping point at the same time all of a sudden, because it just becomes so absurd.
You mean in terms of like finally people are waking up?
Yeah, like the real woke people are waking up,
Right?
that are saying like, why do we need to accept, like a fucking dude with a fucking 6-inch Johnson walking into a ladies' room next to my kid because he identifies as a woman? Like, maybe people are starting to realize how utterly absurd that is.
Our country's so upside down right now. It's ridiculous, man. I hate talking politics, but it seems like we always come back to it.
You love talking politics.
I don't really.
You do.
I really don't. I just see. I will say this. I am fascinated with this whole Fanny fat ass Willis trial thing.
Really?
I am, because I want to. It's just, to me, it's so obvious.
That's why it doesn't interest me. Is if that's anybody else, this was settled over a month ago.
Right.
She's gone. She's out. If it's a white woman, she's gone. She's out. This wouldn't even be an issue. She should be gone. She should be off the case, and there's no way she should be. The question is, should she be on the case? Absolutely not, and she won't be. But
pay your taxes. Biden needs diapers.
Dude, I watched that video of him at the border the other day, and you can always tell when there's people walking around you that are more nervous than you are, because they know they're going to have to do this at any moment.
Yeah.
My mom's 87 years old. When I walk around her, I'm always getting ready to put an arm out. That's what they're doing. And these are people that are just down there showing him around. They
Right.
sense it. This guy's off.
It's so embarrassing.
He's old.
It's so embarrassing for our nation, man.
Yeah.
You're right. You should have never been in there. But Vinny, I don't know if you listened last week or not, but Ryan and I have a prediction that it's not going to be him on the ticket anyway. It's going to be Michelle Obama.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Obama was on the ticket.
I mean,
I'll be honest with you. I've gotten to the point where it's so much folly in politics now that anybody really, it's almost like tongue in cheek. Like anybody that believes that Biden is in power.
Yeah, no way.
That's just silly.
Right.
The guy couldn't organize a trip to the shitter.
He can't open his own fucking mail. That's the funny part,
right?
Is that they sit there and go, well, he did this and he did that. He didn't do anything, and that's what Trump should be saying. Is like, I'm not running against this guy. Even if he runs, I'm not running against this guy. It's somebody else I'm running. This guy can't.
He's running.
He's that bad.
He's running against the deep state, which this presidency has proven
100%
that that's exactly what happens. That the president is not really in control.
Yeah.
And that's why they don't like Trump. Because Trump
exposed that.
Yeah. You know, Brian Spencer, I don't know if he's still in the room or not, but he told us about this I don't know if I really want to call it a documentary or not, but this film that was made, it's called The Greatest Show on Earth.
Okay, that's what it was. I was looking for that.
Yeah, and it goes deep, and there's a lot of it that I've watched it 3 times now, and I'm of the opinion now that it's all kind of hearsay speculation. There's no actual proof of anything, so it's almost like a gigantic propaganda film. And where they lost me was when they said Biden is really dead. They give a date for his funeral, and everyone we see are all body doubles.
Yeah, and we talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
They could do better. If they're going to get a body double, they'd do a lot better.
What's that, Vinny?
Was the big citation the ears? Because I've seen that.
Yeah, it's something about that. It's just, it just, to me, it was entertaining, and that's as far as I went with it. I
mean, yeah, like I said, the whole giveaway is that if you were going to give a body double, it wouldn't be that fucking guy.
Right. And if it is, that's one hell of a fucking actor, let me tell you. Give that man an Oscar. Jeez.
I've already looked into this if I ever need a body double, and interestingly enough, Jason Momoa.
That's everybody's the body double.
I thought it was Big Pussy from Sopranos.
That would be your body double, though. That is, if Biden was dead, they'd have Jason Momoa walking around out there in fucking gray hair, right? 6'7", gray hair, walking around checking the border and fucking flexing, right? He'd be giving the pose. Yeah. You wouldn't have Joe. You wouldn't have the guy that they got. The body double they got isn't much better than the dead guy that they had.
Right.
Essentially, what it boils down to.
It's totally weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Andy? I have to admit, and I think you'll agree with me. I hearken to the days when we could make fun of Joey Pizza.
Yeah.
And now we realize he was right the whole time.
God, isn't that scary? Maybe,
fucking terrifying, isn't it?
Maybe he didn't.
I was never a conspiracy theorist until COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
now every plane I see is altering my
weather. Maybe they took Joey out. He knew too much.
You know what? I love Joey, but no. He's fucking stupid to be a target.
By they, I mean like heroin and what?
Oh, they.
Yeah, they.
Yeah,
the infamous they.
The dragon. I don't know. Quite possibly.
It's possible.
I heard chasing that dragon could be pretty frustrating.
Yeah, try
grabbing. That's the nice thing about heroin. The greatest thing about heroin is that each high is better than the last. So they say.
So did you get my email I sent you, or text with the guy that Iran terrorists that they're looking for? The FBI's.
I don't know if I did or not.
Yeah, so Vinny, I sent this saying because we're talking about Trump will never take office if he were to win.
Right. I don't see it possible, man.
Yeah, so I sent you right here. Click on that. So I was wondering how they would do it. Maybe there's something else to that border, right, being open. And sure enough, there's a guy. They're seeking information. Majid Dasjan Farhan.
Yeah, I did see that.
And they suspect. So he is an Iran terrorist. He was with the guy who did Trump when he bombed that Syrian leader and killed him, and everybody was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, that one guy.
Yeah, that one guy. So he swore revenge, right, against Pompeo and Trump, and they suspect he is now. So the Miami FBI is looking for him. Now, you can't find this. You actually have to look this up. But that's one of the ways we've talked. Like, how would they do it? If they were going to get rid of him, how would they do it? And, well, you let people in that might want to do it.
Right. You know, either way, they're either going to throw him in jail. They're going to kill him.
Yeah.
He's not going to get back into office, and that's unfortunate.
So what's your take on that, Vinny? Do you think he gets back into office?
I'm sorry. I spent the last 3 minutes trying to parlay this conversation into more likes for Just a G show Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern. No, so I have this weird fucking. I hate Trump. I fucking loathe him, but I also hate the fact that everything was really fucking great under him. I just wish he'd shut the fuck up so I can hate him less.
Right. I agree with that.
But I think if he doesn't get into office, it's going to feel like what should have happened. And if he does get into office, it's going to be like, wow, I'm really happy he got into office, but what the fuck got him into office after all this shit?
Right.
So I'm torn. But I'd also vote for a potato or Andy before I'd ever vote for somebody like Biden or a Democrat.
Yeah, that's kind of where we stand. Is like, I mean, even if you don't like Trump, can you legitimately vote for Biden?
Well, I said this 2 weeks ago. I said after all of the crap that he's been through in the court system, the legal system, I am now supporting him 100%. Because if they'll do that to him, they'll do it to anybody.
Whereas if I voted, I would vote for Joe Biden. And I tell you what, when I watched him walk on the border, I thought, oh, it's coming. And I want to see it. Because if we lose him, if we don't get him back, he's going to disappear. He's going to go underground. We're never going to see what happens again. This
talking about Biden?
Biden, yeah. We get him on the forefront. We get to see him, walk and trip over everything. And I want to see that because, I don't know, I just think it's great.
I want to see him fall off his bike again.
It's going to get so much better, dude. It's going to get way better than that.
Yeah, you know what? Oddly, I have to respect your position on voting for the circus because...
Right.
if you accept the fact that it's two sides of the same coin, nothing fucking ever changes.
Right.
Then yeah, you can take that position of vote for what's going to be the most entertaining.
Yeah. And Trump to me,
Well, this might be the first guy in the history of my life that might get me to vote Democrat.
Well, now here's the thing. Trump, I do think Trump is funny, but I don't think he is as funny as what we're about to see for the other 4 years. Because let's be honest, there's no way he makes it. And there's no way he makes it without a lot of fucking fuck ups and mistakes. Because it's looking bad right now. Can you imagine? I mean, we're lucky to get to November. Something might happen.
Well, it's funny you should say that, and I'm almost sure I won't be alive by November by Tuesday. Like I said, if McDonald's releases the McRib, you're going to read about me.
You mean when?
Yeah, man crashes into fucking schoolhouse because he has massive heart attack eating McRib on the way home from McDonald's. But if by some miracle I'm still alive by voting day, you know what? I don't know, man. I might have to go with you.
I like how you said it was only one McRib. Come on.
Right?
Who you fucking kidding over here? You have a fucking sack of them.
Oh no! I should have said. You know what? You're right. I didn't mean the. I'm sorry. I should have said the first McRib, not one McRib. The corn at his boys can enjoy the rest.
That's funny. I don't know anybody who would want to though. McRibs? Ugh.
We've had this conversation. They have their fucking authentic fucking ribs. They get grill marks and everything.
I'd rather have White Castle than fucking McRib.
Oh, okay. So you'd rather assault your large intestine with White Castle than McRib?
Yeah, totally. I'm used to it. You know, you don't.
What about those chicken things or those clam strips they give?
Oh, I can't fuck with the clam shit, man.
What do you think is actually in those fucking things?
What's that?
Pigeon beaks.
McRib?
I think that's just grizzle off the fucking McRibs.
Yeah, it's just fucking. It's fat, it's filler, and it's processed.
We're talking about the clam strips from White Castle. I'm going.
But who gets clam strips from White Castle?
I tell you who doesn't.
Oh my God, that's a staple side, from what I understand.
Vinnie,
and I think those are actually. So from the information I've gathered,
oh boy,
is those are Rhode Island clams, and they're captured between 3 and 4 a.m. and they're delivered to the White Castle, the local White Castles, by 11, and then made into beautiful clam strips.
Beautiful clams.
So,
are they fried?
Vinnie,
every day.
Don't steal my thunder here. I don't know if Ryan has heard this one. You know, we just said that the clam strips are made from pigeon beaks, and I don't know if you know this or not, but pigeons die after sex. Did you know that?
They all did when. Yeah, Steezo would tell this joke every fucking night.
Steezo stole my joke.
Night.
Stole my joke.
Every night. Remember, I just sit there and go, no, I didn't. No, they don't.
I couldn't remember.
I'm sorry, Andy. Do they really?
Well, at least the one I fucked in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vinny. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
Here, I was thinking you're going to steal my thunder, and actually, it's Ryan pissing all over my back.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm here for. And fall for that fucking shitty ass dad jokes.
Oh well.
I'm sorry. You got a fourth listener, and the audio got all fucked up.
Oh, the audio got fucked up. Who's our fourth listener?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to make a silly bandwidth joke.
Oh well, don't get our hopes all up like that, man. Shame on you. Since you hate dad jokes, I got one for you.
Okay.
God.
There we go. So Pirate's got a ship's wheel. hanging outside his shorts, and he walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, you know you got a ship's wheel hanging outside your shorts?" He said, "Aye, it's been driving me nuts all day."
I know that one. Jesus, kill me.
Oh, Jesus. Is that the outro? God, I hope so.
What's that?
Is that the outro? I hope.
It can be.
Yeah, I got a kid at 10 for here.
Jesus, it is 10 o'clock already. Hey, Vinny, thanks for calling in, man. It was a lot of fun catching up and
yeah, good hearing from you, man.
For
Go
sure.
ahead and plug
thank
yourself
you.
again.
I have to go. Fold and iron the dishes. So.
She has algebra. So High Tech threw a comment in the room. He says, "How do you know a mermaid is good at math? She has algebra." I think mine was better.
So bad.
That was horrible. Anyway, hey, thanks everyone for listening to High Tech, Mr. Spencer, everybody else, Vinny. Thanks for calling, and let's
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Vinny.
Let's do a collaboration soon. Get Gio on here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, get Gio.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
All right, everybody. We'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So, wow, those fuckers are weird.